Hi, my name is Miracle.
My name is Tevina.
Today is March 11th, 2008. Okay, and we are interviewing Mr. Howard.
Yeah, my name is Howard Adams. I came to Pittsburgh when I was 5 years old. I was born in a place called Hartwell, Georgia, and I was born at home. I was a midwife baby. I wasn't born in a hospital, and my mother and father came to Pittsburgh, and later on they came and got me, my brother and sister, and we came up here in 1940, and I was 5 years old, my sister was 2 years old, and my brother was 4 years old. And when we came up here, blacks had to ride in the back of the bus, and we fell asleep, and we looked around. My little brother was up in the front of the bus, and that was against the law back then.
Okay, can you tell me any of your favorite gangs when you were younger?
I like basically all gangs, but my favorite was swimming. I was on a swimming team in school. That's what I excelled at.
Did you have any favorite board games?
Well, back then, the only board games we had was checkers. And we had a game they called Pick Up the Sticks.
So, family time. What did y'all do together?
Well, like family time back then, as far as us being kids, me, my brother and sister, we all kind of went different directions. Then plus we wasn't allowed off our block. We had a block, and if you had to stay within your block until the street lights come on. When the street lights come on, you had to be either on your steps or in the house. North side, north shore. We just went all over and amused ourselves with what we could do, because we didn't have a lot of things like we had not an after school program, but they had park and recreations, and we would go there at night. And other than that, we basically was at home, and wasn't no TVs. I think the first TV I seen, the landlord we lived with, they was the first one that had TV. And watching TV, we had programs like Howdy Doody. They got SpongeBob. Howdy Doody was our SpongeBob.
Okay, what about, can you tell me what Manchester looked like back then?
Oh, it wasn't nothing like this. We had outside toilets. They got nice new fences around where everything had wooden fences, and cats galore. Cats and dogs out in the street. Everybody had cats and dogs. Like down in the ward, where they built the stadium, that they called that the ward back then, but now it's the North Shore. We used to go down there and go fishing, and then there was times when the flood came. I have seen water come all the way up to where Heinz Field.
The businesses in Manchester.
Well,
did you work at?
I worked at a shoe shop, shining shoes, and a lot of other guys, they worked like at car washes or dishwashing jobs. And I don't know if you remember Roberto Clemente. I met him at an early age. He worked there like selling cars. Mostly on a Sunday, we went to the movies. There was right down the street from where our school was on Chateau, there was a movie house called the Hippodrome. And mostly every Sunday, all the kids in the neighborhood would be in the movie house. And I think it cost like 13 cents. And up where the mall, I don't know if you know about the Allegheny Center Mall, that's up, well, the Allegheny Center Mall, they used to have a market house up here, and they had movie houses up here on Federal Street. The Kenyon Show, they had one up here, and then on Brighton Road, they had one down there.
Was there any like special days in Manchester?
Only special days that would really come up was Christmas, Easter. Easter would, I remember my last suit my dad bought us. It was a place. Then like back then, it was times was hard. My dad would take me and my brother and buy us our Easter clothes, and he didn't have the money, so he would have to make credit. But it was, I wouldn't live in, I wouldn't live, I'm glad I lived in Manchester. I wouldn't live in any other place, because at one time my wife said, I want to move out of Manchester. I said, oh no, because there's so many ways that you can get to Manchester. All the other places I have been, it was like congested, you know, but I like living here. It's one of the better places to live.